Hey everybody, I want to welcome you to this 10-part series and we're explaining you on exactly how to get clients if you're running a clipping agency. Now if you're probably seeing this video, you probably already know what a clipping agency is, but regardless, what I will do is just kind of show you and tell you the overview. So what a clipping agency is you have people on the left. Now these people have content that they produce, whether that is content creators, streamers, podcasts, people like Netflix, right? You have those people. And then on the right, you have clippers, people who take content, clip it up, and post it on their accounts. That gets a bunch of views. What I'm doing is I'm saying, hey, people with content, come over here and meet all these clippers. And I'm saying, hey, clippers, go over here and meet these people with content. They get the content to the clippers post it on tons of accounts, and they get billions and billions, not billions, but, well, in total billions, but millions and millions of views for your clients. That is the magic. That's what we do. We are the middleman. We have a bunch of clippers, and we both go get a bunch of clients, get them together, and we manage the whole thing. We take our profit. So the first thing in getting clients, because it's very important, getting clients is much harder than getting clippers, is identifying who your target audience is. So who is the best ideal client? That's what you need to think in your head. So there's two main things. And you need to say this into your head a million times. By the way, this is the first in 10-part series. You can see all the things over here we have to go through. But just focus on this. You're going to say this. You need to say this in your head 1,000 times. The first one is they have to have money. Realistically, they need to have money because they need to pay for the process and they need to pay for the clipper spend. But it's kind of contingent on the first thing, which is they need to have clippable content. Say it again. They need to have clippable content. They need to have clippable content. That is the most important thing out of everything. You need to have that. That is a non-negotiable when it comes to clients. If they don't have clippable content, they do not deserve clipping. Prime examples are IShowSpeed. Dude literally has a bunch of long-form videos, aka his streams, that has tons of clippable moments in there that these people clip up and post it on their accounts. That's why it works so well. It's because he's clippable. Another guy who actually does clipping and pays for clipping is this guy right here, Brett Scales. Let's take a look at his content. Long lifestyle videos. Again, clipping is taking long form videos and chopping it up and posting it on a bunch of accounts. Taking long form, turning it into short form. That's all it is. Boom. So we can pick up. I can close my eyes. I'll pick a random video. This one. So, if we go to his videos, you can see that he's just this guy, like, running around with like cars and showing his lifestyle. There are so many amazing, valuable clips in here of him flexing his cars. This leads to people taking this content and posting it. Dude does so well. I'm not sure how much he spends on clipping, but I'm thinking like $20,000, $30,000. This is a great client. Now, you can't get him because he does clipping, but that is an example of someone who does clipping. I'll give you a couple other examples here. Identifying who to target. Ideal people, these are down the line. You want huge streamers. You want record labels because you can do the same thing but for music. You essentially just use their audio. It's a little bit different, but same thing. Streaming services, think Netflix. Imagine you take their content, clip it up, and post it on tons of accounts. I mean, you've seen the new Squid Games just came out. There's probably literally thousands and thousands, possibly even 10,000 clips of Squid Games already of the new season. And that generates like literally probably upwards of billions of views. Next is movie studios. Same thing for movies. Clip up the best parts of movies. Businesses, maybe Chipotle. It's a little bit different, maybe thinking more UGC. But then you also have online gambling websites. Those are big ones as well, people playing games. Also people who are political and also countries. So, you also have this. Ideal people right now. These are the people you need to actually target is personal brands. Think like Iman Gadzhi, podcasters, vloggers, most big content creators and streamers. Those people you need to target because you're not going to be able to go and be like, hey, Chipotle, want to work with me for my first client? Like, you need actual testimonials before going after Netflix. Okay, duh. So, this is what they have right now. Specific targets. They need to have money and clippable content. That is the bottom line. That you have to have those. So that's how you identify a page. They need to have a long form. Because remember, clipping is turning long form into short form. That is all it is. That's what you need to do. You need to do that. So go to their page. They're going to have their Instagram. Go find their long form videos because that's where they're going to be clipping at. Okay. This is the first part. Now that we've identified who to target, we need to find them. We found the person, and we need to enrich the data because we need to actually contact that person. Where are these modes of contact? That's what the next video is for.